Hey guys, welcome back to the Silver Review. I'm Karen and today I've got a quick January TBR. So, this is the stack of books I want to read in January of 2018. To start the year off with a few good reads, I hope, because I've had a really good reading year in 2017. I've just recently done my top 10 video, I'm gonna link that below. And I'm hoping for a lot of good reads in 2018 as well. So this is what I'm starting with. First off, I have Angela's Ashes by McCourt, which is an Irish author. This is a memoir about a Catholic childhood in Ireland some years ago when Ireland was still poverty stricken. So there's a funny sentence back here, or like a good sentence back here that says, it was of course a miserable childhood. The happy childhood is hardly worth a while. Worse than the ordinary miserable childhood is the miserable Irish childhood, and worse yet is the miserable Irish Catholic childhood. So, miserable childhood, that's what it's about. The reason I've got this book is because a friend of mine, or like a colleague at work, knows that I'm a huge fan of Ireland and Irish culture and all of that, and she's had this book at home and gave it to me to read. I know that my boyfriend has read it in German and not sure if he liked it. It's probably quite sad, but I'm still interested in seeing what this miserable Irish Catholic childhood was all about. For the next book I have to show you like something around it first. I've gotten this very, very cute self-made book sleeve by an old high school friend of mine, which he gave to me as a Christmas present. And inside is The Hate You Give by Angie Thomas. This is a book I've had on my TBR for a long while. I'm very, very thankful that she's given it to me and I can't wait to read it, so thank you for that. Also, it's a beautiful hardcover. I don't usually buy hardcovers, but I'm very happy to have gotten this one because it's fantastic, beautiful, and I love the kind of cover that's on here. So that's absolutely awesome. It's quite big, I guess, but it's YA, so I'm going to be able to get through it quite soon. And as far as I know, it's about a black girl who witnesses a friend of hers being killed by the police, even though he or she was unarmed. And then, it's this fight for justice for this person who died. And it probably, as far as I know, it addresses issues such as racial profiling and police violence, and it just sounds really good. Also, everybody says that the main character, Star, I think she's called, is quite funny, which is always good. I like funny books that still like have something to think about, so that's just what I like, and I'm really happy I got this for Christmas, and I can't wait to get into it. Sticking it back into the lovely case here. The next book I want to read in January has also been on my TBR for quite a while. It's Fangirl by Rowell. Now, I haven't read anything by Rowell yet, even though I hear so many good things, and I just thought I finally have to get started reading some of her books. And this one, I don't even know why I chose this one. Probably because it has a green cover. No, but it just sounds cool. Even though I don't really know much about it. I know it's about a girl who writes fan fiction, but that's about it. And I'm just really excited because everybody talks about Rowell. I don't know her and I want to get to know her, which is why I want to read this book. Do tell me if you know anything about it that I maybe should know before going into it, but I'm also, I would be happy to just go into it not knowing anything. Looks good. Then next up on my TBR is The Humans by Haig. I have just recently listened to an audiobook by Haig, which was The Girl Who Saved Christmas. It's like a Christmas children's story, and that one was very cute. I liked it a lot. So I'm interested to see what he writes when he doesn't write Christmas stories. And this one, I'm not sure. It's something about aliens coming to our world and then inhabiting the body of our main protagonist, who is a mathematician, but that's all I know. And I've heard that it's kind of a love letter to humanity, where aliens come to the world and they like look at our way of living, our way of life, and just, you know, maybe questioning things we do, or finding things interesting or stupid. And I'm just interested to see what it's all about, even though I don't know that much, but it did sound very interesting. It says on the back, a laugh and cry book, and it's always the ones I like. I like books that make you laugh and cry at the same time. I think these are the best, especially if they make you think about something. That's just great. I love this. And we're coming to my final book on my January TBR. Not sure if I'm gonna be finishing this one because it's big, and it's, as you might assume, A Clash of Kings, which is book number 2 in the Game of Thrones series. As you might know, I've started reading this series in December with the first book, A Game of Thrones, and I'm not quite through this one yet, but I'm hoping to finish it by the end of the year. So when you're seeing this, I'm hoping to have finished number 1 so that I can move on to number 2. I've had some difficulty getting into this series because there's so many characters, so many families, and I just got really, really confused. But after having read book number 1, I kind of have a rough grip of who's who and what's happening and why and all of these kinds of things. So I'm looking forward to book number 2 now because I'm liking it. It's very interesting and cool, and I like some of the characters a lot. That's the good thing about big cast of characters. You can like some and dislike some, and that's just cool because, you know, you don't have to like everyone, but yeah, there's certainly going to be a few characters you're gonna like, so that's cool. Story-wise, I don't know much about this. Also, I don't want to spoil anything for those who haven't read number 1, so I'm just gonna not say anything about this, except that it's big. It has 908 pages, and I have no idea if I can get through it in one single month, but I'll try. So, these were all the books I want to read in January of the new year. It's quite a stack, but I'll see how far I get, and I'll update you in the meantime at some point, maybe during a reading vlog or something. And I'm going to be doing little reviews like at the end of the month of all the books I read. So thanks for tuning in, and Happy New Year, and see you soon!